This is Michael Hale from Red Zone Radio, Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern. If you're up with us in New England, the Mid-Atlantic, down through the Carolinas, good morning. If you're listening in the Midwest, you're probably just rolling out of bed. Out west, you've still got a few hours before your alarm even thinks about being cruel. Either way, welcome. We're supposed to be doing the usual today. Headlines, weather, traffic, a couple calls, keep it moving. And we are. Mostly. Mostly because there's a weird little science item sliding across the wire this morning. It's not the kind of thing that normally belongs on a show like this. But it's one of those messages that pops up and makes you squint. Multiple observatories, a couple university labs. The phrase being used, this is the exact phrase, is unusual orbital measurements. That's way above my pay grade. Orbital measurements sounds like something you pay a guy in a white coat to worry about while the rest of us go to work. So I'm not saying there's a crisis. I'm saying there's a weird note on a Tuesday morning, and our phones are already lighting up with people saying, "Hey, is something off outside?" Jenny's here. She's already been doom scrolling. Jenny, be gentle with the country.
I'm not doom scrolling. I'm gathering public opinion.
That's doom scrolling with a college degree.
Okay, listen. People are posting that sunrise is late. Like they're dead serious. And I'm not talking one town. I'm seeing Boston, Philly, parts of Ohio, somebody down in Georgia, a couple in Texas.
Daylight saving confusion.
Michael, it's not even daylight saving season right now. That's the funniest part. Everybody's blaming the thing they understand. Half the comments are like, they changed the clocks. Nobody changed the clocks.
America sees one weird thing and goes, okay, who touched the time?
Here's one. It's like the morning can't decide to start. Another. Sunrise is late and my dog won't stop pacing. And then, of course, the government is hiding something.
Before 6:10 in the morning. That's a new record. All right, let's keep this in the lane of what we know. Time check, 6:12 a.m. Eastern. We have a wire blurb about unusual orbital measurements, no details yet, and we have social media chatter about a late sunrise. That's it. No need to start building bunkers at breakfast.
We do have a caller who says he's an amateur astronomer.
That's the most Tuesday sentence ever.
He's a guy, so I'm taking it. Red Zone Radio, you're on. Name, where are you calling from?
Dave, Western Pennsylvania.
Okay, Dave. What's going on?
Something's wrong, and I know how that sounds, but I track objects. I've been doing it for years. I'm not guessing. I'm not doing vibes. I'm doing numbers.
Tell me what you saw.
My readings didn't match my charts. Not close. I checked my setup twice. I realigned. I rechecked my time reference. I checked against the star field. The position I got for Mars was off.
Like, off how? A tiny amount?
Not tiny, if you actually track. And I went online because I assumed it was me, and I found other people, Ohio, Michigan, upstate New York, saying the same kind of thing. Same direction, same sort of mismatch.
Could it be your mount? Calibration drift?
I checked. That's why I'm calling. I don't like calling radio stations. I'm not trying to go viral. I'm saying if you've got people in different states seeing the same kind of offset, you should at least take it seriously enough to ask questions.
Dave, are you saying you think the Earth moved?
I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I saw, and I know the dawn glow looked weaker, like the light came in slower. I hate even saying that because it sounds crazy.
Okay, I hear you. If you can, write down your times and your readings. If anyone official asks, details matter.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
All right, Dave. Thank you for calling.
Okay, that was not a prank call. That was a guy who sounded like he'd rather be anywhere else than on the radio.
And I've got 3 more in the queue like him.
We're not going to jump ahead. We're going to do what we always do. Verify, cross-check, keep our heads. And to balance the astronomy with reality, what's it feel like where you are? If you're in the Midwest, if you're in the South, does the morning feel normal? If you're in the Pacific Northwest, if you're in California, when you wake up, does it look like a normal dawn?
People are already texting that it feels colder than expected.
That we can test. We can literally test that. I stepped outside the studio door a few minutes ago. We keep an old thermometer by the loading dock. It's not fancy. It's not connected to an app. It reads 61. Our forecast at 5 a.m. said 68.
7 degrees.
7 degrees is not apocalypse. It's grab a hoodie. But the point is, it matches what we're hearing. Measurements not lining up with expectation.
We've got a woman on the line who says she works with a regional weather desk.
That's a woman, so I'm taking it. Red Zone Radio, Michael here. Name and where you're calling from?
Karen. I work with a weather desk covering parts of the Mid-Atlantic and New England. I'm not calling to scare anybody. I'm calling because our forecast guidance is Wrong, in a way that's making people ask questions.
What's the discrepancy?
Multiple station readings are coming in colder than expected, 5 to 7 degrees in a lot of locations. And it's not one bad sensor. Airports, private networks, backup stations. Same direction, same kind of miss.
Could be a model update problem, timing issue.
Could be, but I'm getting messages from colleagues in other regions, Texas, parts of the Midwest, saying the same thing. Different exact numbers, same theme. The model is arguing with reality.
Calm. Any word from NOAA?
Careful. Nothing public that I've seen. Internally, people are asking questions. That's all I can responsibly say.
Grateful. Understood. Does your desk expect it to keep dropping this morning?
Worried. If these readings are real, yes. I'd tell people, bring a jacket, check on neighbors, especially anyone vulnerable. That advice is safe, even if everything turns out to be a glitch.
Firm. Karen, thank you for calling. Stay safe.
Weather folks don't usually call a radio show unless they're spooked.
Exactly.
NASA posted something.
Of course they did.
Investigating telemetry discrepancies. Multiple sources reporting inconsistencies. Updates to follow.
That is the least comforting sentence ever written.
People are replying with screenshots like it's a movie teaser.
Okay, it's 6:45 Eastern. We have 2 credible call-ins. One from an amateur astronomer, one from a weather desk. We have NASA publicly acknowledging telemetry discrepancies. That's still not a cause. That's still not an explanation. But it's a sign this isn't just one person's imagination.
Here's the GPS guy again. He says he's outside Richmond, Virginia, hauling produce, and his GPS keeps placing him in the Atlantic. He's not laughing about it.
GPS is timing. Timing is everything with GPS. If timing signals get weird, location goes weird. That doesn't prove the planet moved. It proves the math is failing.
But timing, astronomy, weather, it's all timing.
That's a fair point.
We've got a woman calling from an observatory.
Okay, I'm taking it. Red Zone Radio, Michael here.
Elaine Chen. I work nights at a small observatory in upstate New York. I'm calling because I'm hearing people blame apps and bad phones, and I want to clarify, we're not using apps.
Go ahead.
We run 2 tracking setups. One uses external time signals. The other is optical and mechanical, older, independent. Overnight, both showed a consistent offset from expected positions. Small, but persistent. Enough that we triple-checked.
Could it still be calibration? Human error?
Human error is always possible. But the consistency across 2 different methods is what bothered us. And we've heard, informally, other observatories in other states seeing similar issues.
Are you comfortable saying this is a national pattern?
I'm comfortable saying it's worth investigating. I'm not comfortable guessing a cause on live radio.
Fair. Dr. Chen, thank you.
That's 3 credible sources now.
And still no official cause, which is how real problems often start. Not with a dramatic announcement, with a bunch of professionals quietly saying, this doesn't match.
Producer just messaged you.
Okay. Tom says he's seeing internal chatter, multiple agencies using the same phrase, gravitational fluctuations. That is not public, that is not verified, but it's enough to make me sit up straighter.
Gravitational fluctuations. That's not the kind of words you want in your morning.
Listeners, hear me. Not confirmed, not official. We are not going to start inventing explanations, but we are going to keep tracking this because multiple systems, weather, astronomy, timing, are showing inconsistencies. It's 7:55 Eastern. Recap. Orbital measurement chatter. Late sunrise trending. Colder than forecast readings. GPS mislocations. NASA acknowledging telemetry discrepancies. Next block we're going to see if universities will go on record. And we'll keep taking calls. 8:05 a.m. Eastern. If you're just joining, you're walking into something that still feels like a glitch. Except glitches don't usually show up in multiple unrelated systems at the same time. We've been making calls. We've been calling weather desks, astronomy departments, observatories. And now we're getting something new. Confirmation from more official academic sources that there's an orbital irregularity being investigated.
I'm seeing it too. Multiple universities, different regions, all using careful language but the same theme.
Careful language is what smart people do when they don't want to start a stampede.
And here's what's changing. They're not saying maybe the equipment is wrong. They're saying we're reviewing the readings.
Temperature check. Our external thermometer now reads 58. Forecast earlier was 70 for late morning warming. That's not just a rounding error.
My weather app is fighting itself. One source says 64, another says 59, another says 67. Same city, same time.
Great. Even the apps are arguing.
We have a male astrophysicist on the line, and he agreed to talk in plain language, because I begged.
Okay. He's male, so Jenny handles the whole call. Doctor, thank you for joining.
Dr. Martinez, thank you for being here. Please tell people what you can tell them without turning this into a nightmare. What does orbital discrepancy actually mean?
Thanks for having me. In simple terms, we track Earth's position and motion with multiple methods. Over the last several hours, some measurements do not align with expected values.
So is that like the Earth is where it shouldn't be?
The readings suggest a mismatch between expected position and observed data. That can come from equipment error, timing error, or a real physical shift. At the moment, the responsible approach is to confirm which it is.
People are saying sunrise was late. People are saying it feels colder. People are saying GPS is wrong. Is that consistent with what you're describing?
It could be consistent with a timing discrepancy. It could also be consistent with a broader system issue that affects multiple measurement platforms.
If Earth's orbit changed, could that happen quickly?
Under normal circumstances, no. Not in a way people would notice from one morning to the next.
That's the part making people's stomach drop. Not in normal circumstances.
That's fair, but I want to stress, scientists are still in the confirmation stage. We do not have a single verified explanation at this time.
The phrase we heard, unverified, was gravitational fluctuations. Is that something scientists are discussing?
Gravity affects motion, yes, but I'm not going to validate any phrase that isn't part of a public statement. What I can say is, multiple institutions are sharing data rapidly this morning.
Okay, one analogy for regular people, please.
Imagine you drive your usual route to work, and your odometer shows you went 50 extra miles. The road looks the same, your car feels the same, but the numbers don't match the world. That's what we're dealing with. The system that measures the route is disagreeing with expectation.
That's not comforting.
It's not meant to be comforting. It's meant to be accurate.
Dr. Martinez, if you had to tell America one thing right now, what would it be?
Firm. Don't invent explanations. Watch for official updates. And treat this like you treat severe weather early warnings. Stay aware, check on vulnerable people, and don't panic buy based on rumors.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right. That was the calmest voice you'll hear today, and it still didn't make me feel better.
Because he didn't say it's a glitch. He said it might be real.
It's 8:40 Eastern. Social media is now fully in something is wrong mode. Hashtag sunrise late is trending nationwide. People in the Midwest are waking up and saying, why does this morning look like it's dragging its feet?
People are also reporting animals acting strange. Birds flying erratically. Dogs refusing to settle. That's in our key stream now from multiple states. Indiana, Georgia, Arizona.
Animals can react to pressure changes, storms.
But we're not in a storm. That's why people notice. It's like the air feels wrong to them.
FAA has a brief note out, just a line, saying there are navigational concerns tied to satellite systems and timing inconsistencies. No grounding orders yet, but that's serious enough to mention.
If planes are nervous, we should be nervous.
Or we should be attentive. Nervous doesn't help anyone. Attentive does.
We've got a mail caller describing animal behavior. I'll take it. Red Zone Radio, you're on. Name and where you calling from?
My name's Ben. I'm outside Wichita, Kansas, and my dogs are losing it. They won't go back inside. They keep staring at the sky like there's something up there.
Ben, has anything else changed? Weather? Wind? Storm?
That's the thing, no storm. It's just colder than it should be, and it's like the morning light is wrong. My wife thinks I'm being dramatic, but the animals are acting like they hear something we can't.
Steady. You're not alone. We're hearing similar reports. Keep your pets inside if you can. Keep them calm. And don't put yourself in danger chasing a theory. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so now we're adding FAA navigational concerns, animal behavior reports, and universities quietly confirming they're investigating.
Government tweet. NOAA and NASA. It says, investigating atmospheric and orbital anomalies. No cause for alarm.
No cause for alarm is what you say when you want to stop people from screaming. It doesn't mean there's no cause.
And our thermometer is still dropping.
Checking. 56 now. Mid-morning. Should be warming.
It's doing the opposite.
Situation update. 9:35 Eastern. We compared our station thermometer with 3 weather services. One says 58, one says 61, one says 65. None of them match the forecast. Even the systems don't agree.
That's what makes it feel like a mystery. Not one wrong number. A whole set of numbers that won't behave.
All right. Next hour is where this either resolves or escalates, because we're hearing NASA may do an emergency briefing. It's 10:08 a.m. Eastern. We're interrupting our normal flow because NASA just announced an emergency press conference. This is no longer quirky morning wire. This is official.
People have been waiting for an adult in the room. Now we're going to hear one.
We're not playing the entire thing uninterrupted, because you need translation after, but we're going to give you the key points as they come in. NASA administrator confirms there has been a measurable change in Earth's orbital velocity. The distance from the Sun is increasing. They're using careful language. They are not giving a cause. They're saying it's being independently verified.
That's the thing people joked about this morning. That's the "that can't happen" thing.
Temperature check. 52 in Manhattan and dropping. People are calling about furnaces in September. That sentence should not exist.
They're estimating Earth is already about 1,200 miles farther than normal.
1,200 miles? Since when?
Since the start of the anomaly window. And the distance is increasing.
Okay, listen. I know people are going to want to run outside and stare at the sky. I know people are going to want to start buying everything off shelves. But right now, the most important thing is stay calm, get real information, and think about the practical impact.
Practical impact is heat. It's already cold.
Subway systems are reporting unusual gravitational readings affecting train operations. They're not shutting down yet, but they're flagging irregularities in sensors and braking calibration.
You're telling me the trains are confused by gravity?
I'm telling you they're reporting irregular readings that could affect operation. This is what happens when a system that assumes normal physics suddenly isn't sure the inputs are normal.
Stock market opened, dropped hard, 2,000 points on the Dow before a halt.
The market is a fear meter. It doesn't cause the fear, it reacts to it.
Scientists at the briefing are mentioning possible causes without committing. Rogue planetary body, dark matter event. Things that sound like science fiction, but are being said with straight faces.
Controlled. European Space Agency confirming independently. This is global. This is not America's satellites broke. This is the planet.
Calls are pouring in.
Focused. Female caller first. I'm taking it. Firm. Red Zone Radio. Michael here. Name and where are you calling from?
Susan, New Jersey. I have 2 kids in school. What do I do? Do I pull them out? Do I go get them right now?
Susan, take a breath. I can hear you. Right now, have authorities told parents to pick up kids?
No, but it's getting cold and people are freaking out and the news is saying the Earth is moving away from the sun and, Michael, I don't know what's real.
Here's what's real. You're a parent. You want them safe. Check your school's official line. If they dismiss early, you'll get a notification. If you're worried, call the school directly. And in the meantime, make sure your kids have jackets. If you can, bring extra layers to them.
But what if this gets worse in hours?
Then the safest place for kids is a supervised building with heat and adults, not a panicked highway, okay? I'm not telling you do nothing. I'm telling you do the safest steps first. Call the school, confirm, prepare.
Okay.
Susan, you're doing the right thing by asking questions. Stay with us. We'll keep sharing updates.
That's the sound of America's fear turning into action.
Yeah, and it's only late morning.
NYC Mayor statement. Monitoring situation, no evacuation orders yet. Encouraging calm. Coordinating with state and federal agencies.
That's the right tone. Monitor, don't stampede.
But what if monitoring isn't enough?
Then we will get there when we get there. Not before. It's 12:05 p.m. Eastern, afternoon, and it feels like November in Manhattan. Temperature just hit 45 degrees. 45 in September. If you're in Florida listening, you might be thinking, that's cute. But up here, that's not normal. And what's happening up here is being echoed by reports across multiple regions. Colder than expected readings, unusual wind patterns, confused forecasts.
People are raiding stores for heaters and coats. Not everywhere, but enough to be noticeable. It's like the country's instincts kicked in at the same time.
We're getting updates that schools across parts of the tri-state area are announcing early dismissal. Again, not every district, but enough that it's spreading.
And the sunrise thing is no longer a meme. Astronomical calculations, sunrise was 11 minutes late this morning.
11 minutes doesn't sound like much until you realize it's measurable. It's a number that shouldn't be moving like that.
Michael, we have Rebecca. She's a climatologist, one-in, recurring caller. She's calling again.
I'm taking it. Rebecca, you're on.
Michael, it's the acceleration that matters. People keep fixating on the distance like it's a single number. The rate is what scares me.
Tell them what you told me off-air.
If the distance increase is accelerating, the temperature drop won't be linear. It'll get worse faster, and people aren't prepared for that psychologically. They think, oh, a little colder. No, if the trend continues, we're looking at freezing temperatures by midnight in parts of the Northeast, sub-freezing by tomorrow morning.
That's not possible.
Michael, it's happening. We have power companies warning of strain because everyone is turning on heat at the same time. We have homeless populations exposed to a cold snap they weren't equipped for. We already have hypothermia cases being reported.
Focused, practical. What should people do right now?
Firm. Prepare for cold like you would for a sudden winter storm. Layers, heat sources, check on neighbors. Make a plan if the power fails. Don't wait for the perfect official instruction, because the official instruction is going to lag behind the physics.
Rebecca, are you okay?
I'm working. That's how I'm okay.
Thank you for calling. Keep your line open in case you get more data.
My hands are shaking. Like, physically shaking.
Same. And I hate that I'm admitting that on air. But pretending doesn't help.
Controlled. Power companies are warning about grid strain. People aren't just scared. They're trying to survive. And survival pulls the system tight.
It's 1:10 p.m. Eastern. Reports of winter coats selling out in parts of the Northeast. In the Midwest, folks are describing strange temperature drops too. Less dramatic than here, but noticeable. In the South, people are saying mornings feel off and afternoons aren't warming like they should. In the West, observatory chatter continues. Positions, timing, brightness.
Focused. There's also talk about how every million miles farther from the sun equals a few degrees cooler. Scientists are explaining the concept carefully. It's not a perfect number, but people are trying to translate distance into what does it feel like on my skin.
And on your skin right now, it feels like the year is slipping backward.
Serious. We're getting scattered reports of people trying to stock up, not just on food, but on heat. Space heaters, propane, anything. And that's causing tension in stores.
If you're listening, don't fight your neighbor over a heater. You don't win that way. You don't survive that way. Community beats panic. It always does. 3:08 p.m. Eastern. You want a moment that makes this undeniable? Here it is. Sunset is coming early. Not by it feels like it, by the clock. Reports across multiple states, not just New York. People are calling saying the light is dropping like someone turned a dimmer.
This is the first time the whole country can look outside and see something that matches the numbers.
Temperature now, 38 degrees in Manhattan. 38. That's late fall cold. People are saying, how is it 38 at 3 in the afternoon? And they're saying it with fear, not curiosity.
Manhattan is experiencing gridlock. Bridges, tunnels, highways, people trying to leave, people trying to get to loved ones, people trying to outrun a planet.
You can't outrun orbital mechanics, but you can make sure you're not trapped in a car when the temperature drops below freezing.
Station is testing backup generator. Power companies are warning about potential outages. Hospitals are reporting hypothermia cases, hundreds.
And we have reports of aurora borealis visible. Aurora, in New York. That's usually something people travel to see. Today, it's showing up where it doesn't belong. Magnetic field disruptions are being mentioned alongside everything else. Again, no perfect explanation, just more systems acting strange at once.
We've got more astronomers calling, describing visible changes in star positions for people who know what they're looking at. And people who don't know what they're looking at are still feeling it. The sun feels further away. The light feels weaker.
That's the part that hits your stomach, because you can't argue with the way light feels on your face.
Michael, your wife is calling.
Put her through. Sarah, I'm here.
Talk to me.
Mike, I'm stuck. I'm on the highway. It's not moving. Emma's in the back seat and she keeps asking why it's getting dark already. People are honking and somebody just got out of their car yelling.
Sarah, listen to me. You're going to breathe. You're going to keep the doors locked. You're going to keep Emma calm. Do you have blankets in the car?
I have one. Just one.
Okay, wrap her. Wrap yourself if you can. What exit are you near?
I don't even know. The signs. There's too many cars.
Look for the next exit marker. It'll have a number. Tell me when you see it.
I see. Exit 12. Exit 12.
Okay, exit 12. Do you see any big buildings? Anything like a community center, a school, a church?
I can't tell. It's all cars and trees and...
Sarah, you're going to take exit 12, even if it's slow. Take it. I don't want you sitting on a highway if the temperature drops again.
Mike, what do I tell Emma?
Tell her Daddy's working. Tell her Daddy's going to find a safe place. Tell her we're going to be okay.
Are we?
We're going to do everything we can. I need you off the highway. I need you indoors.
Okay. I'm trying.
I love you. I love you both. Call me when you're off the exit.
I love you.
Michael, there's a note here from our local bulletin board. Exit 12 has a community center listed as an emergency warming location. Sarah, listen, I'm being told there's a community center right off exit 12 that's acting as a warming site. If you can get there. Go there immediately. People will have heat.
Okay, I'll try.
Good. Do it. Stay on the line if you can, but if you lose me, just go. Go. I'm sorry, folks. That was my wife. That was my daughter. And I know you all have your own version of that call right now.
This is happening to everybody.
Federal government has announced a state of emergency. FEMA activated. Hospitals strained. Roads jammed. And the daylight. This is the part everyone can see. Dying early.
It's not just New York. We're getting reports from Chicago about early darkness, from Denver, from parts of the Pacific Northwest. People are saying it's like the afternoon collapsed.
It's 5:20 p.m. Eastern. We are approaching a freezing point tonight if the trend continues. If you're listening in the South, you may not be freezing, but you're still living on the same drifting world. If you're listening out west, you're going to hit the wrong sunset later today. Don't dismiss it when it comes. Prepare.
We're going to stay live as long as we can. We're going to keep translating official statements into plain language, and we're going to keep taking calls, carefully, because panic spreads faster than cold.
Here's your end of section recap. This morning began with weird science news and jokes about daylight saving confusion. By midday, universities and NASA confirmed something real. Earth's orbital velocity and distance from the sun are changing. The country is seeing temperature drops, grid strain warnings, store runs, school dismissals, and now, late afternoon, visible early darkness and cold that doesn't belong in September. And the worst part? We still don't know the cause. We don't know if it slows. We don't know if it accelerates. We don't know what tonight looks like.
But we're going to find out together.
It's 6 p.m. Eastern. If you've been with us since sunrise, since this started as weird science news, you already know this day has been doing something to your head. The kind of day where your brain keeps trying to explain it away, and your body keeps noticing the cold anyway. Grim situation update. As grounded as we can make it. Earth's distance from the sun has increased measurably. The temperature has dropped across much of the country, and you can feel it now without needing a scientist to translate it. The daylight arrived late, and the sunset came early. That's not a rumor. That's the clock.
The calls are heavier now. Not curious, not joking. People are asking, what do I do? And how do I keep my family warm? And is the power going to hold?
And we're going to keep doing what we can do. Share verified updates, take calls, and keep people from spiraling.
Temperature check.
Checking. Grim. 32. That's the station's outside reading. 32 degrees. Freezing point. In Manhattan. At 6 p.m. in September.
I hate hearing you say it out loud.
I hate living it. We're also getting reports of rolling blackouts beginning across multiple neighborhoods. Not just here. We're hearing it from other northern cities too. Patches of power strain where everyone's turning heat on at once.
We have to say it clearly. This isn't just discomfort. This is dangerous cold for people without heat, without shelter, without layers.
And if you're in a warmer state right now and you're thinking, okay, that's up north, don't check out, because the same world is under your feet, the same drift, the same uncertainty. And if the distance keeps increasing, the cold doesn't stay politely contained in one region.
We're also hearing cell networks are overloaded. Calls aren't going through, texts delayed. People can't reach family.
Grounded. If you can reach someone, do it now. Keep it short. Make a plan. If you can't, don't assume the worst immediately. Networks fail before people do.
Focused. We've got a male caller. He says he's a first responder. That means I'm taking it. Red Zone Radio, you're on. Name and where are you calling from?
Derek, EMT, Queens.
Derek, talk to me. What are you seeing?
We're slammed. Hypothermia, falls, car accidents, people trying to drive like it's a hurricane. Folks calling because they can't get their furnace to kick on, or the power flickered and they don't know what to do. We've got elderly people in apartments with no heat, kids coughing because their parents try to warm the place with whatever they could.
Tight. Are hospitals holding?
Holding is a generous word. We're functioning, barely, and the cold is making everything worse. Water lines are starting to act up too. You get freezing temps fast like this, things crack, and then you have people with no water on top of no heat.
Focused. Derek, what do you want listeners to do right now?
Firm. Don't drive unless you have to. If you have heat, stay put and check on neighbors. If you don't, get indoors somewhere public if it's safe. Warming centers, community buildings. And if you're using anything to heat, don't get stupid with it. Don't trap yourself in a closed space with fumes. Don't fall asleep with something unsafe burning. We're already seeing that.
Thank you, Derek. Stay safe.
That's the first responder version of what we've been saying all day. This isn't theory now. This is survival.
Producer is telling me we're one of the few broadcasts still staying steady in this area. Some stations dropped. Some are on limited power.
Then we stay. We stay as long as we can.
Stressed. Mandatory shelter in place is being discussed for the NYC metro area. We need to be careful how we say this.
Here's what we can say without inflaming panic. Local officials are asking people to stay off roads and stay indoors where heat and shelter exist. That's not military lockdown. That's practical. If you get stranded outside tonight, 32 turns to 28 real fast.
Focused. We've got a male caller. Says he's trapped underground on a subway. You're on Red Zone Radio. Name and where are you?
James? I'm in a tunnel. The train stopped. Lights went out a while ago. We can't move. It's cold down here. I can see my breath. There's like 20 people.
James, listen to me. Stay with the group. You hear me? Don't split up.
People are yelling. One guy tried to walk down the tunnel, but somebody pulled him back.
Good. Stay together. Body heat matters. If anyone has extra layers, share. Sit close. Keep people calm. Are you able to contact the conductor?
They said something about power, and signals are dead. Some phones work, some don't. It's like nothing is reliable.
Focused. James, conserve phone battery. If you can text a short message to family. I'm alive, underground, staying with group. Then stop. Don't drain it. And if someone has a flashlight, don't waste it shining it everywhere. Use it only when needed.
Okay.
Steady. Are there kids with you? Elderly?
There's an older woman. She's shaking. Someone gave her a scarf.
Gentle but firm. Keep her in the middle of the group. Put the strongest adults around her. Keep her talking. If she goes quiet, that's dangerous. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Encouraging. You're doing good calling. Stay together. Help each other. If you hear any official instructions from transit staff, follow them. And if your phone drops, don't try to reconnect 20 times. Save battery.
Jenny, are we going to freeze down here?
I can't promise you a perfect outcome, James, but you increase your odds by staying together and staying calm. You hear me? You're not alone.
Okay.
Call back only if something changes. We need lines open for emergencies. Stay with your group.
That's what this is becoming. A hotline.
And we're not trained for it.
Then we learn in real time, because somebody out there needs a voice that isn't screaming. It's 7:20 p.m. Eastern. Rolling blackouts are being reported across multiple boroughs. We're on backup power. That's not drama, that's fact. We're going to keep talking as long as we can keep transmitting.
And if we cut out, assume we're fighting to come back, not abandoning you.
We're staying. 9 p.m. Eastern. Temperature check. 18 degrees. 18. That's not cold snap. That's January cold. And it's arriving like the year fell off a cliff.
We've had callers say they're burning furniture, that they're breaking into stores for blankets. People are doing desperate math. What will keep my child alive tonight?
And nobody should have to do that math in September.
Reports say most of Manhattan is dark. Only emergency buildings, some hospitals, a few places on generators.
Our station heat is struggling. We're in coats. We're moving less. Conserving energy.
The kind of radio you don't practice.
Calculations are circulating, unofficial but repeated, suggesting Earth may be tens of thousands of miles beyond its normal orbit now. I want to be careful. Numbers are flying everywhere, and people are grabbing the scariest ones.
But the consistent theme is the same. It's still accelerating.
We have a NASA scientist on the line. Male. Jenny, you're taking it.
Doctor, you're live. Name and title if you can share it.
Dr. Raj Patel. I'm part of a team coordinating data analysis between multiple institutions. I can't speak for the agency formally, but I can speak in general terms about what the numbers indicate.
Doctor, people need a straight answer. Is the acceleration slowing?
At this moment, we do not see evidence of slowing. In fact, the rate appears to be increasing.
So it's not stabilizing.
We cannot rule out stabilization later, but the current trend is not encouraging.
People are asking about sunrise. Will we get sunrise on time, or at all?
Sunrise will be delayed. Based on current calculations, approximately 90 minutes, possibly more, and the sun will appear smaller, roughly 15% smaller by apparent size, depending on the final distance by morning.
15%.
I understand how that sounds, but I'm trying to tell you the truth.
Doctor, how do you say this without breaking people? You say it like weather. You say, the environment has changed. Take shelter. Conserve energy. Stay together. And you emphasize that panic kills faster than cold in many cases. The government mentioned evacuation. There are discussions about managed relocation to warmer regions if this trend continues, but managed is the key word. If people attempt spontaneous mass movement at once, you create traffic gridlock, fuel shortages, and more deaths from exposure. So what do you tell someone listening in Chicago or Detroit or Boston right now? Firm. Stay indoors. Find heat. Check on neighbors. If you have a safe community shelter nearby, consider it. Do not gamble on the road unless you are directed and equipped. Dr. Patel, thank you for staying on the line with us. Quiet. Thank you for being there.
90 minutes late sunrise. 15% smaller sun. 18 degrees.
That's a list you don't forget.
We also have reports of people breaking into stores for supplies. Some are sharing, some are fighting. This is what cold does when it arrives too fast. It strips away the story you thought your life was.
We've also had calls where people just wanted to talk to someone. Like the radio is the last warm thing.
Yeah.
There was a government official statement about managed evacuation plans to southern states. That's already triggering panic in some places.
If you're listening, do not interpret plans as go now. Plans are what governments do when they're trying to avoid chaos. If everyone jumps at once, the roads become death traps.
And if you're in a southern state, don't assume you're untouched. You may become the place people run to. That changes your reality too.
Low. Dr. Patel is still with us on another line, but we're going to free him. He's needed where he is.
Quiet. Before he goes, he said something off-air that stuck with me. He said, the math doesn't care if we're ready.
That's the truest thing said today.
Tense. Rebecca called again earlier. She said she's with her family.
We'll talk about that soon. It's 11:15 p.m. Eastern. Most of the city is dark. The cold is deepening. Calls are dropping mid-sentence because networks are failing. If you get through, keep it short. We're going to prioritize emergencies and practical advice.
And if you're alone, find people. If you're with people, stay with them.
Because this night It might not end when it's supposed to.
Midnight Eastern. Day 1 ends and day 2 begins. But it doesn't feel like a new day. It feels like the same emergency, just colder.
Temperature check, 5 degrees. 5. And we're still getting messages from northern cities saying the same thing. Dangerous cold across wide areas. It's not just one place.
We've lost most satellite communications, according to multiple reports. The station is operating on limited terrestrial relay. That's why you might be hearing us in one town and not in another. That's why your phone might work for 10 minutes and then die.
This is the world shrinking back down to what's close.
So we're going to do what radio did in the old days. Be a threat.
Calls first. Female caller. Michael, you take it.
Red Zone Radio. Michael here. Name and where are you calling from?
Maria. Brooklyn.
Maria, are you safe?
I'm in a hallway with neighbors. We brought blankets out. We've got kids in the middle. Somebody has hot water in a thermos. It's not warm, but it's something. I just wanted to tell you thank you. For what? For staying. For talking. People were panicking earlier, and then your voices were still here, and it reminded us to be human. We opened doors. We stopped thinking like my apartment, my supplies. We started thinking our building.
Maria,
That matters. That's the best thing I've heard all day. We're not alone because of you. We're not alone. Stay together, Maria. Keep the kids warm. We will.
That's the side of this I need to hear.
same.
We also need to acknowledge the other side. We've had reports of violence, looting, fights over heaters, people doing ugly things because they think tomorrow won't exist.
If you're listening and you're thinking of doing something desperate, pause. The choices you make tonight become the kind of world that's left if we survive.
And if you're already scared, don't turn your fear into someone else's injury.
Yeah.
My mother tried to call earlier. We haven't been good. We haven't talked much.
Jenny?
I didn't pick up. I couldn't. I was on air. And then the network went weird. And now I'm thinking about it every 10 seconds.
If she calls again, we'll take it. But remember our call rules. I'll handle it. I'll make sure she hears you, one way or another.
Okay.
It's 12:40 a.m. Our power is intermittent, not gone. Intermittent. We're conserving everything.
People keep asking, how many died? We don't have numbers. We have stories. We have sirens. We have silence in places that used to be loud.
We're not going to guess. We're going to record what we know.
Female caller. Says he's in Florida, sheltering people who drove down. I'll take it.
Caleb, Jacksonville, Florida. Look, we got people showing up from Georgia already. Like they just got in cars and came. Not officially, just fear.
Are you a shelter?
Church group. We opened the doors. People came with kids. Some are in t-shirts. They thought they could outrun cold like it's weather, but they got stuck on roads for hours. They're shaking.
Caleb, you're doing the right thing opening doors. Keep people indoors. Keep them calm. Don't let rumors run the room. Are local services helping?
They're trying, but you can feel it, like the whole system is bracing. And folks here are scared too, because we're thinking, if the cold keeps dropping, what happens to us? We're not built for that. None of us are built for this. Yeah. Thank you for calling, Caleb. Keep the doors open as long as you safely can.
That's America right there. People moving, people opening doors, people afraid of what the next hour brings.
I'm seeing messages about earthquakes on coastal regions, like tidal effects. A scientist mentioned it.
We have to be careful, but yes, we have a call from someone explaining tidal effects starting to be felt. Male scientist, so Jenny takes it.
Doctor, you're on. Name?
Dr. Evan Lawson, Geophysics, Coastal Monitoring Team. I'll keep this short.
People are hearing tidal effects. What does that mean?
If Earth's orbit and gravitational environment are being disturbed, it can influence tides, stresses in the crust, and patterns we monitor. We are seeing irregularities, some minor quakes, some shifts, nothing that requires immediate evacuation based solely on that, but it's another sign the system is not behaving normally.
So the drift can affect more than temperature.
Potentially, yes.
Any advice?
Do not crowd coastlines. Do not go watch the ocean. Stay sheltered. Conserve energy. This isn't a sightseeing event.
Thank you, Doctor.
Add it to the pile. Cold, darkness, communication failure, and now Earth stresses.
And we still have people calling just to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My eyes won't stop burning.
You don't have to apologize for being human.
Okay.
We'll keep going. It's 3 a.m. Eastern. If you're still awake, you're either on duty, you're scared, or you're trying to keep someone alive. Temperature report -5 in some parts of the region. We're hearing stabilization in a few places, but stabilized at deadly cold is not a comfort.
People keep asking when dawn is. Like dawn is a promise.
Dawn is supposed to be.
And we're at the point where supposed to is a fragile word.
We're also hearing preliminary estimates. Again, preliminary. That 30 to 40% of the population in some northern cities may be deceased from exposure by now. We are not confirming numbers. We're stating what's being whispered in emergency channels. It's horrific, and it might not be accurate yet, but it matches the silence we're hearing in some places.
That number feels impossible. And then you remember how fast this cold came, and how many people were trapped in cars, and how many had no heat, and how many didn't believe it until it was too late.
Our station heat has failed completely. We're wrapped in coats. We are moving slow. We are drinking water only because it keeps your throat from closing up when the air is this cold.
My fingers, I can't feel them.
Keep them moving. Rub them. Don't stop moving them.
I'm trying.
Controlled. Federal broadcast is giving evacuation coordinates to thermal zones nearer the equator. Again, do not interpret that as everyone drive now. It's coordination. It's planning. But it is also a signal of how serious this is.
We people are checking in. Recurring callers. Some lines just stop. No voice on the other end.
And we don't know if that means the network died or the person did.
I hate not knowing.
Me too.
It's past the normal sunrise time.
It's 6:15 a.m. on the schedule we used to trust. The sun should be up. It's not.
The horizon is... It's not bright. It's like the world forgot how to turn on.
Numb. Dr. Patel said 90 minutes late. That puts us, around 7:30?
So we wait for the sun like it owes us something.
And we do it because we have to.
If the sun doesn't come, I don't know what people will do.
We keep talking. We keep being here until we can't.
Okay.
Shaky, focused. We have another male caller. Jenny, you take it.
You're on Red Zone Radio. Name and where are you? It's Ben again. Wichita. I'm still here. Dogs are quiet now. That's almost worse. We're inside. We put everyone in one room. Ben, I'm glad you called back. Are you warm enough? Warmish. We're burning through blankets. But we're alive. I just wanted you to know, your voice kept us from doing something stupid, like trying to drive somewhere with no plan. Thank you for saying that. Stay inside, stay together, and keep checking in if you can. Okay.
That's what this is now. People surviving minute by minute.
Michael, I think I see something.
Where?
The horizon. It's not bright, but it's lighter, like a bruise turning yellow.
Yeah, I see it too.
Is that the sun?
That's the sun. It's smaller, but it's there.
We made it to sunrise.
We did. And people are listening. So we keep going.
Keep going.
It's 6:50 a.m. Eastern, day 2. The sun is up, but it doesn't feel like victory. It's dim. It's smaller. And it's not warming the world the way it used to.
Temperature with sunlight. 8 degrees in some places. 8. That's still deadly without shelter, but it's a change.
We've gotten what appears to be a final scientific update for now. Earth may have stabilized at a new orbit. That word, stabilized, doesn't mean back to normal. It means the drift might not be accelerating anymore. It means survival is possible.
Possible is not comforting when you look around at what we lost overnight.
Somber. Reports of massive casualties, infrastructure damaged, civilization shaken, but also reports of survivors organizing, warming centers, rescue teams, neighbors helping neighbors, humanity adapting, because that's what it does when it has no other option.
The government is talking long-term plans, equatorial migration, underground shelters, a new reality built around cold.
That's not a plan for next week. That's a plan for a changed world.
Michael, I can't feel my fingers.
Stay with me, Jen. Little longer.
We did good, right? We helped people?
We did good. We stayed. We told the truth. We tried to keep people human.
Tell the story.
To everyone listening, if you're alive right now, if you made it through the night, that means something. Rebuild. Share heat. Share food. Don't let fear turn you into something you can't live with later.
I'm so tired.
I know. This is Michael Hale, Red Zone Radio. If anyone can hear this, don't give up. Humanity's still here. We're still...
Michael.
I'm here. We're still here.